Radio Tarot. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Angel Radio Tarot. I'm Cece. Welcome to Saturday subscriber free read, live reading, free live reading. We're going to wait for everyone to come in here, and then we'll pull those 3 questions and see how things go. The light's being weird. Get a little flicker there. I don't have anything plugged in. It shouldn't be stressing. It's totally. There we go. Okay, cool. Hi, welcome. Welcome in, everyone. Simran, nice to have you here. Wonderful to have you. Let's see. You absolutely may. Today is a Saturday subscriber free live read. We'll take the first 3 questions, and then we'll get into a general read for everyone else. Go ahead and enter your question into the chat. And if you're a new subscriber, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe so you can join the chat and ask your question. Go lay down, Simon. Thank you for checking on me. Go lay down. Let's see. I hope you're doing well. You look great. You smell great from here. May you know about your career. You're currently looking for a job. Certainly, certainly. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you so much. There's a cause for you to kind of, I think you already have a feeling about a job. There's a belief or annoying about something. Oh, there is some interference. You might have, what is going on? Somebody has blown the chance or already knows the answer because they were under the influence. There's a Cancer that's under the influence of a temptation. They were able to turn down the jinn or to deny the temptation somehow. There was a Cancer here that was trying to get in the way of what you're trying to accomplish. Somebody that knows you're going to get the job, and this Cancer got in the way and sent some kind of like temptation or demon energy, and it got blown back just like as a simple jinn trick, like a trick. It was a cheap trick. Whatever was, okay, you're talking to interviewers. So somebody that you've been talking to, yeah, somebody has definitely selected you, and somebody else wanted that position and tried to throw a cheap trick in the way. So I get that there's a delay here. I mean, this would be a good time to follow up with, if you've got some prospects that you feel like you want to pursue, like it feels like you had a good interview. It was a solid lead. Follow up on it. Because there's something going on in the background, some kind of interference. And all it's going to take is for you to like indicate that, I do want this. So whatever trouble, don't just, you've got backup on this. And the predator was somebody that was in the fields. They were jealous. So somebody wanted the position over you. This is a good time to just keep reaffirming with whatever position you're interested in, to let them know, yes, I'm letting you know, I really am very interested. So follow up on your Scooby-Doo. How you doing? How does Ali feel about Emma? Mysterious girl, nice to have you. You're number 3. You are question number 3. Robert Petrovsky, hi, how are you, dear? You're a Cancer. You want to know? I'm sorry, you just missed the cutoff there, Robert. So wait for your energy to come through on the general read after I get through these 3 questions. Let's see. Wait, I think that's right. Was that? Maybe I'm wrong. May you ask a question? That was Simran. I just answered that one. Scooby-Doo. Okay, and then Mysterious Girl. I think. Yeah, because Mysterious Girl asked if she could ask. So, yeah, Mysterious Girl, go ahead and put your question in there. So as far as Scooby-Doo, how does Ali feel about Emma? Thank you for your questions. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Terror. If you're just getting into the room here, welcome, welcome. Hit that subscribe button to join the chat and just let everybody know where you're from. Enjoy these 3 questions being read out and then the general read that comes after. We are here on a Saturday night, Valentine's Day evening. Thank you, my hearts. Thank you for being here with me. Big hearts in the chats. The other part that you can do is to send me Valentine's right there in the chat hype. Okay. Thank you so much, Lillian. Thank you so much. That does help the channel. Every little, all the little bells and whistles that they have in there, it gets fed back into positive feedback for the channel. It helps the channel out. Every bit of it does. Ooh, no, it's on there good. We're waiting for the energy to come in for this question about, what was it, Emma? Ali and Emma. I'm going to pin this to the top here so we have it. We know what question we're on. Pin the message. There we go. Okay, that's where we're at right now. Thank you. Thank you for the hypes. Keep it going. Keep it going. Give me some big, sweet, fat kisses on the hypes. Let's see. You are all and each one of you my sweet Valentine today. Thank you for being here. Ali, how do you feel about Emma? There's over the next 24 to 48 hours, because that's the one that's touching. We're like on domino's edge here because this card is split between 30 days or 24 to 48 hours. So over the next 24 to 48 hours, there's going to be some cooperation, okay? Between a Virgo and a Leo. To try to complete a third in a broken coven. Oh, watch who you're having sexy time with. Somebody's might be trying to conduct some kind of sex magic with you, with this saint holiday, with this Valentine holiday, which is surely, let's go back and look up the pagan source of before the Catholic Church adopted it, because we all know that the Catholic Church is the best right now in this era of collecting all of the various spiritual followings, calling them pagan, and then wrapping them into Catholicism so that they can get everybody to spend their religious money toward one. It's pyramid scheme. But their documentation is the most complete right now for English and Western culture. If you speak English. Yeah, okay. How do they feel about you? I think they are, if Ali calls on Emma in the next 24 to 48 hours, it's going to be, you big, sticky, you will be tied to these people for some kind of federal investigation, some kind of police, like criminal action, something's going to happen. They're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you. They're going to sacrifice you. Okay. So let's unpin this one. I really like that pin feature. And the next question was from Mysterious Girl. Mysterious Girl. There it is. There it is. Look at those hearts. Keep them rolling. Mysterious Girl, where did your message go? Oh dear, we jumped. I'm going to scan here and look and see if you're still here because you were my number 3. There we go. Mysterious Girl. Whew. Pin it before you guys start scrolling. Look at all the message coming in. Mysterious girl, what is coming toward Laika in the career? There we go. Thanks for putting it back up there. I grabbed it. No, some people, maybe they hit a button a couple times because they think it's crowded and they don't want it to get missed. I scream in all caps every time I leave comments on YouTube pages just to make it stand out. Let's see. If we're still just getting those first 3 questions. So if you're hanging out in the room and watching along, I'll give you a shout out here. Just let me get through these 3 questions and we'll start addressing everybody and saying hi and greeting everyone. We're going to be here for a little while. I'm so glad all of you are here. I'm CC, your host here with Angel Radio Tarot. So what's coming toward Laika in the career? There is definitely a transmutation of energy here. You're trying to revive some kind of motivation. You're being deterred from digging any deeper right now. 1111 on there. So whatever this you're digging in or trying to dig out of, you're trying to get something out of this. And you're being discouraged right at this moment to stop trying to dig in the direction that you're going. Like maybe you're bored and you've been pressing somebody for more response and give me something else to do. I'm bored. I'm just sitting here in front of the phone. Something like that. Like you've got some downtime at work that's starting to give you stir crazy and you're pestering somebody. So you need to transmute this boredom into some other functional attentive energy. Yeah. Well, what about that? Where are we going to send it? What's coming toward you? Oh, there it is. I do see loss here. There is not a heavenly angel here. You're being a brat about this. And you're going to figure out the harder you press this, you're going to lose the opportunity altogether. You're not being seen in the best of light right this second because you keep pressing on something and you're going to get on somebody's nerves. You're going to lose what opportunity you do have. If you were trying to press somebody into firing you so you can collect unemployment, that's a whole other deal. That's a whole other deal. If that's what you're going for, you're getting damn close. You're getting damn close. What fell on the floor? Yeah, keep pressing with that. I'm getting like you're a real sweetheart to work with, but I don't know, let them think that there is some incompetence here is what you're doing. You're playing dumb here. I mean, you're waiting for a promotion. You keep playing dumb, or you're not going to. You could do it, but that should be a promotion. What fell on the floor? Oh, there is a demon inside you about this. This dissatisfaction is going to eat you alive. And if they figure out that you're doing this, if they get a hint that you're weaponizing the incompetence, what's coming about it is if you're going to stay there, if you're intentionally going to stay there, you need to take a more genuine interest in what you're doing and be patient and don't press them because you're bugging them. You're becoming unpleasant to work with. Let's keep it. Yeah, there's a contest now. Is there a contest? You're competing with someone? There's oppose or compete. As much as you need the paycheck, there's some clash of personality. What? Yeah, your spirit team. Mind that you don't get pulled into any cliques of other people that are going to be detriment to your larger plan. If you got to steady down, crossroads deal right here in a big fat package. I don't even have to read this. I already know. If you keep on this, there's going to be some energetic people, some people in this negative energy at the job. They're going to pull you into a clique, and they are going to suck you down into, eventually you will be the fall guy. You'll be their scapegoat. I don't even have to read the rest of that package, but it's a crossroads deal. Okay. Yes, and there we go. That is our 3 questions for Saturday's subscribers night. Thank you for subscribing. We're going to keep on with the general reading and just enjoy the time together here Valentine's evening. And let's see, where are we? Everybody just rolled right in. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Vanessa, I'm doing great. Thank you. Hi, Urvashi. Nice to see you. Nun. Hi, you made it back. Great. Lillian, hello. Hello. Meet live. You know, we just save your question now and focus your energy on your question as we move through the read, and let what applies to you falls into your ear. Let it apply and see how it might work out for you that way. Peok. Hi, nice to have you here. Thank you so much for your compliments. Alex, nice to have you. I just want to give everybody a shout out real quick and get the energy of the room. It's all right, Lillian. Calm down. Everybody, I'll moderate the channel here. Just give me a minute. Look at everybody. Alex, hi. It's so wonderful to see everyone. Shirley, hi. And Miss String, hi. Nice to have you folks. Yes, lots of folks. Well, you know what? We've got a happy Valentine's Day. Yes, ASAP. Lizzie, hi. Nice to have you back. We've got a new policy at Angel Radio Tarot. If you're going to be spicy, or if you are a gentleman that doesn't know how to use your manners, you're going to be put in timeout. And if you were spicy enough and you want to get back into the chat room, you're going to have to make a $50 donation to my Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. And then if you are spicy again, it's just going to keep doubling until you come in. And then there's going to come a point where I'm going to cut you off from the channel. Well, there's a star seed that's working in the general down low. What do we got? Avoiding a dark Virgo energy. So he's avoiding... I'm talking to my high vibe tribe here, but we do have to deal with conflict. And that conflict is coming in the form of a dark Virgo energy. So dark triad narcissism. I'm sorry, Virgo. It's just your positive setup when you get in crisis or you're poorly developed. It's that's where it goes. That's where it goes. And there might also be, like, if you take dark Virgo and sprinkle it in with some dark Cancer, we're talking like spiritually undeveloped individuals or just emotionally undeveloped, or it could be high vibing Virgo and Cancer, but when they've gotten together about about you, they don't know you're a starseed, my tribe. They've gotten together and they're talking about you, and there's something about just like a little, if they're not together, neither one of them really has a problem with you. But something about them, when they get together, they get into their low energy. It's just something about you that triggers the petty in these two otherwise pretty decent people. But that's my starseed. Oh, my youngest child in the family, my family mirrors, you shine brightly on all of these things because you just have your eyes wide open with what? And you are shining your gaze upon with innocence into the darkness and scouring it out from your two people that are in your life. So they may not actually, what I'm getting is they're not actually Virgo and Cancer, but it's two people that have come together. And when you get the combination of a Cancer and a Virgo in a low energy together, I'm getting just petty. I'm getting petty. because you're so successful. I excel at most everything I do. And this is just such a, let me tell you, this is such a blanket statement of personal affirmation. But people who are low vibing or have any self-esteem doubts whatsoever, this will trigger them. This will trigger them in jealousy so fucking hard. I excel at most everything I do. It's not ugly. It's not selfish. It's not boastful. It's the truth. And most of us can say this. I excel at most everything I do. This is better than Netflix. This is real life. You know, every story that's on Netflix is a writer sitting back tapping into what they think how life goes, or stories they've heard, or people they meet on the street. This is real people. This is real life. There is definitely a contest opposition about this. And yes, Pak, it's all tea all the time. This is why I don't have any friends, because they know I can see this shit. I get to be friends with people for a little while until they figure out that I can see, and they get so, and then forget trying to read tarot for somebody that you know. All I get is just a general mood or the way someone might be reacting to something. I can get like if they're spicy about something or if they're not, or what their emotion was when they reacted or were triggered, but I don't know their personal experience or what their exact person or what their exact even time frame is, but it will trigger something very private in them. And the next time they see me, they think that I am thinking about that, because when they see me, they remember the last time they saw me. It was very intimate to them. And so they are, it's like I suddenly, it's all of a sudden it's Emperor has no clothes. And so my friends, people that I am friendly with, tend to not want to get very close to me because they have no privacy, or they feel they have no privacy. We have here. So my friends are, as most practitioners, are found in meditation. And well, there's this not digging any deeper. I think we've satisfied it. You're being encouraged to go into meditation to find a deeper connection. Oh, thank you so much, Brooke. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day for everyone. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the affection and the props. This is wonderful. Thank you. There's something here about some kind of criminal investigation is going to bring someone's downfall. It's not. Someone got into some trouble, and it is coming. Like, I don't know where the destruction comes in. I'm kind of reaching for warrant. I'm kind of reaching for different words about this. They're sort of flashing by, like it's just it got escaped. Like there's not a warrant here. There wasn't any actual destruction. There's something about the relationship with the police department. I'm getting more like it's not even alleged, because we all know what alleged is, but all right, we're tapping in. Who is this? Someone a fool. Someone tried to set someone up for criminal destruction. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, and that's why people look at practitioners differently, and why they tend to be on the outside, because most of the population can't bear to be seen. Most of the population lives in what we call secrets. The contest, the opposition is internal. Is what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Yeah, there's a Gemini here. There's a Gemini energy here. Someone is in self-conflict. Let's reach in. We're trying to Why are we coming in with our high vibe tribe here? Hello. Again, someone does not want you to, someone doesn't want you to get clean inside. Someone doesn't want you. This is continues to be like pushing down, stifling down all of this curiosity about maybe about self. There's an energy. Oh, we've been coming. This is Yeah, my downloads, confirmation. Yeah. Well, I'm going to talk. I'm being discouraged from talking about it. I'm being discouraged from continuing to bring up this same. And I tell you, I've never been one, even if I think you're on my side, the second you tell me to hush my mouth, there's some very valid warning here about it's not overcompensating. Loose lips sink ships is what I'm getting. Okay, we're just going to pull off of that one. We're going to pull off of that one. It's about to give somebody away. Hi, John Garcia. Go lay down. Can you sit right here? You sit. Sit. Good boy. Lay down. Lay down. No, you're going to lay down. Whatever it is, it's going to be later. Thank you. Go lay down. You can lay down on the rug. Go back on the couch. All right. Someone's got some blessings coming in. There's a big win here. It's a big win. We're getting music downloads a lot lately. My practitioners need to keep their guard up. My practitioners, you need to double down. We are on a Saint's Day. Today is the good day for doubling down on self-protections. Talking about your sympathetic measures. What about your security systems? This is a high peak day. You're covered in saint's light, so they can't see any upgrades you're doing internally. Yeah, there's some off-planet, like you're off the grid. You are off the grid. So any updates or any of these blessings, now's the time to boost your blessings. Whatever we go. Someone's got a crossroads deal here coming. This is being revealed because you updated your, because you're going to update your blessings here, you're going to have a crossroads deal exposed. Thank you, John Garcia, because I didn't understand what you were saying. I don't keep friends. Okay, I have lots of people in my life. I just don't keep people close to me. People know where I am and what's going on with me, and you know, I have ongoing relationships with people, but I don't bring people too close. They don't get too close. Everybody's got my phone number, but I don't call too much because they seem to know what's going on, and I mean, I seem to know what's going on with them without having to. And they keep their distance because of it. But I think they feel the love. They feel it. There's so much communication going on non-corporeal that I am busy 24/7. In the few hours of sleep that I do get, the rest of the time I'm plugged in. There's don't feel sorry for me. Whenever your idea of not having friends is different than mine. I am not lonely. I am not alone. I am certainly not isolated. Shit, if I could get 20 minutes of not having the freaking broadcast. There is someone's attempt to totally obliterate your contact is to manifest. Well, I mean, something, what did I say that backwards? Somebody tried to, it's like somebody's cutting you off from manifesting. Somebody's attempting to cut you off from manifesting. The cord cutting here, but it's coming from a different direction. And someone thinks that they're going to have total obliteration by cutting you off from, they're going to, oh, what is that? And again, we've got sigil just came up against twice whenever we had the comms cut a minute ago. That was what I was, that was the, when I decided to not share that message. Someone thinks if, oh, our whole message here is about some blockade of spirit. All right, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it anyway. Blockage that. As I have discussed recently, this wave since we opened the portal and crossed the veil at the end of October last season, we are in a phase of spiritual warfare right now, and we have seen it kick over in Western culture to a dangerous degree. And this is the manifestation of the spiritual warfare that is going on. The dark spirits, the dark entities that came through the veil for this massive event had to go somewhere. So they have gone into that other 70% of the population that walks around with no narrative in their brains. They had to come into a occupiable body somewhere. So then you saw this massive wave of physical effort. And the light warriors, you see the light warriors have all arrived right there. And you are seeing countable metrics of how many spirits came through. How many spirits came through the veil. We earthlings are not alone in this battle. And it's not really our battle. This is the battle of goodness and evil. This is the battle of the yin and yang. This is the battle of Judgment Day. This is, and we meet up this and we keep it going. Every 100 years, we fight this thing out. We fight this thing out. Every 100 years, you see the passage of only what? So many souls that this earth can carry. And again, you are subtly being reminded that you're on the right path here. I excel at most everything I do. So what I was blocked earlier was reminding you that we are in the midst of the spiritual battle. And the dark forces have been, we've accustomed to for the last 100 years, having them come in and try to disrupt things, tempt us. We have our lore. We have, all of the mythology. We have all of our, we've all been caught up because the spirits have inspired a divine renewed interest in the old gods through popular media, through Hollywood. We're all on the same page with Charmed from the last 30 years. All of our lore has come back up to the front so that we can all be accessing what our core resonates with. And everyone's been activated. Everyone's been activated. And the warning that was coming through that kept getting shut down because this is a new method that they have learned, a new spiritual technology they have on hijacking messaging, hijacking the intuitive signal. And it's not self-doubt. We are accustomed to, unless we have a clear message, to almost hesitate and wait for that message to come through, where it's coming through, because we know dark energy can ride in on these and we're careful. We filter. Well, they've caught on to all of that. And they've learned to mimic that and to mimic away from that. They've learned to mimic the warning to give us false signal. So we're getting false positives, false negatives. They're trying to shake the intuition, but it's all, their power is so dark-based that it just flits about. because it's all from smoke. This is all Ilbis bringing in the last, and his attempts for us to do cord cutting. The manifestation is failing. That's why I knew it was wrong, because this was like a bad translation. Like, you don't put these two phrases together. So it's like going to a foreign country, but you've learned all the textbook phrases, but nobody says that out. Like, nobody says that in public on the street when we're visiting. You don't say it like that. Nobody says it like that. That's like, where did you even get that? Nobody says that. That actually makes you sound kind of creepy. So to all of those dark souls try to travel in, you think you're disguised, you think you can slip in unnoticed. Fail. Fail, fail, fail. The World of Watches, hi, come on back. Let me know what you know. John Garcia, David Price, you guys are retracting your messages. Are you just, what's going on, man? Sharon Taylor, hi, nice to have you here. Nice to have you. Robert, well, I'm sorry, the energy coming through must not be answering your question today. Robert, this is your reading, because this was you. It fell right out, and honey, you got a crossroads deal, or you're attempting to make a crossroads deal. You are you're lying to yourself about what this is. Oh, you're lying to yourself about what this is. You're acting like a Virgo. You're trying to play sweet, and this transmuting that you're trying to convince yourself of something. Confirmation. Dr. Mamunanananan, hi, nice to have you. Siggy Stardust, hi. So we're back to this. Fuck around and find out, and it was just a repeat of like 3 of the last cards we had. Yeah. Aurora, hi. Let's see. What else is going on? Somebody's got a huge W, like big win, big. This is a big deal here. This is somebody's been waiting for this big win. That was out of nowhere. And specifically the phrase, if you made it, you reached a cutoff. But you've got a secret way of how you do it. And it doesn't take any backhanded, there's no cheating. You didn't cheat to do it. And oh my God. I gotta stop. We're gonna get a different deck here. We're gonna cruise on through. Change the energy up in here. We're just gonna work our way through the decks here, not spend too much on. I can't commit to that. You know I can't. I'll get lost in here. Let's see. We're going into some tarot. We'll do this, and then I'll start overlapping. We'll start doing some like 5-card stud type layouts. What do we got here? I'll make sure how much you can see. So much of my screen is like dark because of the way my phone is set up. I can't tell if that's the way YouTube is. Trying to see if I can see or if I'm just like seeing fantasy images or some phantom images. Can you see the whole card there? Can you see the whole card in the screen from the top, like the top of the screen here? Here we go. There is big resilience. Good. Now tell me one more time. Can you see the top of the card? If the chat's lowered. Okay. I think that's what I'm getting into. There's a delay here. Someone's giving into it and just trying to redirect. Yeah, big tone of adaptability here. No. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, that helps me calibrate. So I'm going to move my table back a little bit. Maybe. Let's see. That'll help. There we go. Give me a little bit more room. Wonderful. Robert Petresky, thank you. Thank you for your input. Thank you. Oh, good, 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 good. Good. Oh, nice. Nice. New beginnings here for somebody. Yes, this adaptability, and it's way over here. This on top of, that's how you're, this resilience is what's going to get you further along. And then we got 1, 2, and 3. And big overtones. Big overtones. This one's going to save for last. All right. All right. This adaptability is bringing in the magician here with the creative mode. Man, I just don't see anything holding you back. This lack of progress and lack of action on top of each other, giving up and surrendering, and the greed and the material, the arrogance. You can't keep up. You can't keep this. It's unsustainable. You got to find a new way to do this. The new beginnings are coming because you're so resilient. But the whole thing is about you getting into a healthier place. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's like, once you do this, it's almost like a cord cutting happening. Once you do this, it's going to be like drop a whole new series of choices and options. And you can't see what is coming after this. But it's like, here's where the dimension flip will happen for you. You don't get to see what the next pull down of options are until you get to the next screen. How's that? That's going to hit for somebody. Okay, we're going to mix the deck here now. Hi, Urvashi. It's a general read, so take what resonates and leave the rest. We'll try to get into a couple of different series of scenarios here, and just something here will... I don't think that this is... My readings when I get into general read don't tend to get into continuous narrative. It'll be broken up for different chapters and different episodes for people. We're going to throw these out here. Shit. Lillian Newton, hi, nice to have you. Thank you for your cheer. There's an impulsiveness here. Someone's coming in. Oh, they want to jack their resistance to change. If you were going into recovery, if you were going into some kind of addiction recovery, there are people around you that don't want to recover with you, and they understand that you won't be partying and drinking with them. They're challenging you moving into a better place because they're going to be bored. This is going to get you out of potential trouble that is like out of your pay grade. This impulsiveness, this recklessness, yeah, it's giving like 5 of Wands in reverse. This is going to be not fun real fast if you continue in this direction. Your desire to even participate and hang out with these people, this is a bad crowd. Oh, look who's on the floor. I'm not even going to say it out loud. I can't look at it while I'm on the screen or he'll know I'm looking. Try to keep that face down on the top so we don't forget. That is who's bringing that trouble in. Somebody's trying to set you up for some kind of pay to play. I don't think it's an addiction, but I think you're dealing with dealers. You're dealing with pushers, and you might be squeaky clean, but they're coming down with, like they're shopping out your temptations. This is somebody that wants to be your pusher in some fashion. And the trickery and deception, manipulation, how are they going to try it? There is some insecurity here, the lack of creativity. They're not able to cut through because your resistance to the change in the hangman. And then you moving into, not a bad position. This would be if they had won. If they had gotten through it, they would be putting you in destitution. But we're coming in reverse here. And it's your resistance to it, your stubbornness. To them, it looks like indecision. And again, they're not supposed to know we're coming in with the meditation and harmony. You know how to handle like what other people would reach for, something, some vice. That's what we're talking about. That's what this was. This vice. They were shopping you out for whatever flavor you like. Whatever you like. And you, yeah, there's a broken coven here. That too was bringing in this trickery and deception. And who is this? Fuck around and find out. But they're not. They're hoping that you are going to be a weak. It goes right here on top of insecurity and lack of creativity, lack of passion. They thought that you were cold fish or just a limp fish. Not a cold fish, a limp fish. Like that you would not have any of this, that you would not know how to deal with your like internal strife, where most people would reach for something. Yeah, no crossroads deal here because of this resistance. Oh, that's awesome. And this is happening real time. I'm watching you make this choice. Wow. Transmuted. Oh, the energy. Fuck. Wow. Congratulations. If this is you, let me know what happened. I'd love to know the details of your particular situation that you just, the Sagittarius was involved. Okay, so I'm going to show you this now because we know we got you. The Ilbus came in a form of a Sagittarius. Your Sagittarius around you was the one that Ilbus was working through to deliver this whole process. Fantastic. Fascinating. Surviving the apocalypse. Lovely to have you back. Live to fight another day, brother. Hi. Oh boy. Justice just entered the room. Surviving the apocalypse. I get this energy off of you that is just like, yeah, justice, cold justice. The Reaper is what I get off of you. That kind of cold justice. Oh, what the Reaper means? He's the toll man that takes your coins for the river Styx. He's the one you can't avoid. He's the one we all turn to in the end. He's the one that holds your hand when you close your eyes for the last time. He takes the coins from your eyes for you. He is the cold touch. He is the most generous and graceful of all beings of human entity. Someone's passing through their seasons here. Yeah. The Four of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, we're coming in through periods here, talking about our fortune. We're going to lay these out. Where did the Justice come in? This Fed's energy again. So we're not going all the way through. We're going through progressions of time here. The relative energies. This broken coven. Yeah, this broken 4 seasons would be 3, but it would still be broken. These are confirmations coming in. The Three of Pentacles This insecurity, what I always get from this is that somebody is trying to work and there's these two people not quite carrying, but like sort of talking amongst themselves about your work in front of you, but you're not part of the conversation. And there's a whole lot of, would you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to work. Do you mind? And that's this fuck around and find out energy that they did not think. They thought they could stand there and talk about you in front of you like you're not there. And then the Four of Pentacles, yeah, hanging on to and holding firm all of what you have invested in yourself. They're not making a deal. You don't need to make a deal. You've already got all of it. The Four of Swords here, this is an ego death. This, this kind of like playing possum. Like maybe they think you're having an ego death, but you're playing possum. Yeah. What comes in on our transmuted energy is the reversed hangman. You have got these people so bluffed. Like they don't know which way you're going. They have no idea if you're down for good. They don't think you are because they can't hook you. But this quietude that came over you it's like barking at a deaf cat. This is how they see you. I've been trying to tap the edges of you, trying to get a hook in you somehow. And you just go real still and quiet and look at them like, what are you doing? Well, what are you doing? Are you okay? What are you doing? And they can't do anything. They just can't get a reaction out of you. And then the Ten of Pentacles on its head and the Queen of Swords on her head. So we know we've got some nasty business here. This Queen of Swords, oh, that's where we're going to sit, right here. Yeah, it walks right in on top of Ilbis and our dark Sagittarius. So the dark Sagittarius is going to have to pay the fine. They're going to have to pay the corporeal price. And the Queen of Swords vengeance goes right back to Ilbis, right up his butt. Oh, I want to read this. Ten of Pentacles. This is a fantastic read. Oh, energetic wise for me, this is just, I'm loving this. The complexity of this, the surety that I feel in this. Ten of Pentacles. Chance, fatality, loss, robbery, games of hazard. Our Sagittarius took a fucking chance. They're the ones that made the crossroads deal with Ilbis because they couldn't get you to do it. So now the debt's on them. They paid, sometimes gift, dowry, and pension. So this was going to set them up for the rest of eternity. They were going to be a maid Sagittarius. And they couldn't close the deal. And they bet everything on you. They were coming in for the big finish. And like a fucking reaper. They were coming in to reap your soul, but for... I can't. And I'm witnessing this in a way that like, whoo, that's a little too fucking close to my porch. Damn. Yeah, so I want to see what just got kicked back to Ilbis, because what we're watching now is like watching live coverage of a battle. We are watching live coverage of a spiritual battle happening right now. So I'm going to read this Queen of Swords, and we are going to be watching live coverage of what is landing in a firebolt, in striking Ilbis like a lightning bolt in an oak tree. Hold with me, folks. Bring down the barriers. Bring down the fucking hardwire, the hurricane doors on this scene right now for our protection. Queen of Swords. We're going to, yeah, absolutely. Before I read this, whatever protections that you have, what an immediate guardians that you have, whatever you call down, Michael, this is giving guard your senses and guard your eyes. Guard your spiritual eyes from any galactic blast back. I'm talking like somebody dropped the big one and you don't, this is giving fallout vibes. Put your thumb out and see if it gets bigger, because this is going to have some blowback here. If you're witnessing this go down with me, and it's coming down through me, because this is something, one of those things that you can't look at directly. This is giving like Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Close your eyes, Marion. Keep your eyes closed. Queen of Swords in her darkness, going back to Ilbis, and I can't show his face here. Malice, bigotry, artifice, prudery, bale, and deceit. And if you know bale, being baleful, it's just like, it's baleful is this the Spielberg distance stare. They're completely given up. They're completely submitted to what's happening to them out of just astonishment. My nose is running. Someone's got a bloody nose. Whoever the Sagittarius is, or somebody that did not guard themselves, or someone that is in dark spirit here, is revealing themselves right now through a bloody nose. Someone's tapping into some shit mentally that you don't have. Someone's spell casting. Our broken coven is getting blowback. Yeah. Our broken coven is having bleeding from the sinuses from this blowback. We are seated in some I'm going to call down Sam and Dean. Yeah, we're getting some heavy supernatural vibes. Getting the shakes, getting a little bit of tremors activity here. That kind. Yeah, we've got some demon dogs on the loose here. There are some mongrels that are running free. Someone has called the mongrels. Ilbis was triggered. Thank you for the hearts. Medusa. Acrophobia. Someone here is afraid of heights. Because we're talking about the big well, the pit. Someone's afraid of getting tossed in the big pit. Someone's about to get, someone's being dangled over retribution. Adrenocorticotropic. That's our word for today. This is acting on or stimulating the adrenal cortex. Our Sagittarius is possessed. This Sagittarius is possessed. A Bachel, yeah, someone got just reinforced through. There is a church member, a high-ranking church member that is doing. There's an exorcist happening. There's an exorcism happening. This is of or relating to an abbot, abbey, or an abbess. So yeah, we've got some people on the scene. We've got the Catholic Church on the scene performing exorcism on the Sagittarius. Abomasum is the fourth stomach of the tribe. We're going to lay some cards out. We're going to put some vocabularium on top of this, try to get a better read of here. I'm going to pull these other cards out of the way. What was that? What was that? I was about to pull this away and focus on the Ilbis phenomenon, the Sagittarius. Affable, being pleasant and at ease and talking to others, marked by an easy and friendliness, gracious, a back seal out of the way of the main thing, situated out of or away from the axis, like the lower surface of a leaf. So we've got a two-faced person here coming back into this, focusing on the Sagittarius and Libra. We got flying monkeys? No. The Sagittarius with the bloody nose, something's happening there. Ilbis just jumped into somebody else, or Ilbis just changed up the game, changed the approach. That's what they've gotten good at. We're used to it could be a return to sender. This come around, they've got a little more elasticity. Vocabularium just dropped between meditation and Ilbis with the reverse Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Yeah, they're being playful and chemical. They're coming in with charm and chemistry. We've got an alchemist that is, this is a warlock. So he just jumped into the next nearest or the next powerful drop from the Sagittarius into his backup warlock. This is his male succubus. I got this earlier with the Sagittarius and Ilbis energy of and I've been dealing with a lot of vampiric energy lately. Who was the guy? Yep, Draco. The guy that he had his valet. The Sagittarius is this dark energy valet. So we actually haven't seen until now. We focused on Ilbis, hadn't seen who Ilbis was occupying. And he's got this warlock that he retreats into that transports him or is doing all of his transporting. And this warlock is very charming. He knows how to use his charm, but he's using charm. He's got a broken coven, and he goes back away from the broken coven and does a bunch of alchemy shit. So he's playing both sides at as much dark energy as he can handle. I don't know, Robert. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is somebody that you were going to keep an eye on. Agenesis. Lack or a failure of something to develop as a body part. Ilbis couldn't get in. I think Ilbis was trying to retreat into the body of a newborn, trying to reset somehow, and that failed. He can't get back out. Ilbis thinks he can drop back out of this dimension and get back to safety, and he can't. Oh. The name is coming to me. Here we go. Who's the guy from I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me. Ilbis just found out that he can't get out of the room. He's locked in this dimension. He can't retreat. He can't retreat. He's stuck in the body that he occupied. He can't get out. He can't go back into smoke. He's stuck. If he's a djinn, somebody broke his bottle. That's what it's giving. Trifling, which is playing games involving trifle, any game involving rolling balls into a scoring area. A short literature or musical piece in a light style. What was trifling is a bagatelle. That's going to make sense to somebody else. And then this is the state of mind that Ilbis is in right now, trapped inside this. He took corporeal form when the Sagittarius blew up. And he can't get out. I don't know why that's so funny. I mean, I do. I am enjoying this way too much. Okay, so Ilbis is walking now. Ilbis is in bodily form. Ilbis is among the people and is struggling right now to understand language. Everything's gobbledygook. He's stunned. And I get that he cannot be in this body for very long without becoming part of it for something. He's going to forget who the fuck he is. He's trapped. That's the risk, is that he's going to forget who he is. Afferent, bearing or conducting inward, conveying impulses toward the central nervous system. And so it came in upside down. Well, Joanne, you'll have to scroll back. We've had a full read. The read for this channel, I'm Cece, by the way. It's lovely to have you here. It tends to go chapter to chapter, but right now we are stuck in a multi-read about the non-corporeal spiritual battle that's holding on around us, and very much feeling like I am stuck in an episode of Supernatural. So, and I have called down those helps for sure. There are guardians or people that are accustomed to the shit on the scene. This is very much like a live newscast of a spiritual battle taking place. We're watching it unfold. So this afferent, bearing or conducting inward, and then conveying impulses toward the central nervous system. Ilbis can't, it came in upside down. Ilbis can't control this body that he has possessed. And the longer he stays there, it's like, yeah. Well, it's Angel Radio Tarot. We are tuned into the cosmos to let you know what is in, what is out, and what is up, and how to stay ahead. Promulgate, but it's upside down. Someone is not, yeah, Ilbis is silenced in whatever, he's been trapped. He's not able to get this person to talk, or he's possessed the body of someone who can't speak. He doesn't know the language, or he can't get this body to cooperate. And he's not able to control its nervous system. He's tried to tap the nervous system to get them to like move and do or write something, some communication. Maybe he's been, this gobbledygook, it's like he has been jumped too quickly into the nearest form and got diverted from his regular host, his warlock, what he's accustomed to, or something about his warlock that he's occupying can't hear his instructions, knows he's there, and is watching everything, but every time Ilbis tries to speak instruction or to make some kind of communication, it gets Belon, the lightness of movement that exaggerates the duration of a ballet dancer's jump. It's such a foreign environment for Ilbis. Again, like maybe he thought he was going to get into, oh man, our whole trans scene is fucking him up. He thought he was going to jump into his warlock, and he jumped into a trance. He thought he was going to jump into a man, and he jumped into a woman. And his shit doesn't work inside of a woman. I told you people, we are watching the collapse of the Western boomer patriarchy. Misandry is taking over the wheel of time according to the Buddhists. We're at the end of it. There is not another turn. The time of man's dominance is the errors that are taking place from the forces of darkness that are accustomed to controlling the minds of men are making making these errors that are just backfiring in their intention. Final stage of a normal lifespan, this senectitude. accipiter of forest hawks with short, broad wings, distinct flight patterns of short, quick hops and a glide. The acanthus, a prickly perennial herb of the Mediterranean, often depicted in Greek or the Corinthian pilasters. And then catharsis, abreaction is the word. Catharsis, often a way, expression and emotional discharge of unconscious material by verbalization, like to a therapist, as if repressed. I think illness is trapped inside of the mind of a woman. For now, it's going to take something. I'm going to keep that revelation to myself. I know which women. I know which woman Ilbis is trapped in, because she has fallen silent. I think we all know what I'm talking about. And a beam, and I don't get that this is the word a beam. We have just shown a beam on something. I'm getting a big wave of resentment. No, I think he dropped into the mind of the world's greatest criminal on hold right now. And she sits there with him. And I think he went into her because she is, at present, the most evil embodiment on the planet right now. And that's all I'll say about that. It's a big battle, folks. It's a big battle. And it's for the whole enchilada. All right, let's get out of this energy, get into something a little more local. Let's get the local spiritual news going. We did that with our first 3 questions. We just got global input. Power to the peeps. Keep up the resistance. These motherfuckers can't win. We had a war about this. The whole world was there. It didn't go far enough. Didn't go far enough. Where are we? Where's the rest of that deck? Okay. We just couldn't imagine at that time that there really could be something more evil than it was 100 years ago. But let me tell you, in the United States, corn involving all that was only made illegal of public distribution in the United States in 1972, a year before I was born. You could still walk into a gas station and buy this shit right next to Hustler. Just saying. If you didn't know, there's a deeper sickness here, and they're still walking among us, and they still think it's okay. They still think it's okay. It's still normal for them. When I was young, when I was 20, when I was 25, when I was 30, when I was 35, you could get that shit right next to everything else, and it was just normal for everybody to think of along with the rest of that stuff. Okay. We changing the vibe, joy and harmony, full of passion, but we are not, we're not in denial. We're not avoiding confrontation. No, there's none of this. Why did this come in? Somebody is. We're getting on a better vibe here. Confirmation. There's been some delays, a little miscommunication lately, a little insecurity, some lack of progress. Something's been held up for you, but you've been fine with it. You've been okay with it. That's not holding you back. It's just something you may have had in progress. Somebody's belly chakra. It didn't work. You got some frustration and you're taking it personally. Like you should have known better somehow. Like how? Yeah, some dependency, some overspending that happened. You got like fines or fees or something happened. And it's left you in material loss. Like you didn't get to go on a trip or something because you couldn't sell your bike in time. And you're refusing to avoid going into debt to do this. Learn some coping skills. You don't get to do everything. That's you're about to, there's some temptation to overextend yourself to keep up with the Joneses. You're having some FOMO. That's what it's giving. Somebody's having a little FOMO. Oh, not every battle is for you. Some of that shit comes back home. Somebody's got to be here to do it. This arrogance, financial instability, the overindulgence, greed, materialism with the reverse of our King of Pentacles. We'll do another multi-read because we're doing local news now. Okay? So we'll get some local news, get some on-the-ground, real-life, day-to-day stuff. Lots of flipping around here. We are definitely tuning in to a frequency for my tribe. That's how we're getting. That's how we're getting. What are you doing? All right. I don't know what that was about, but all right. And I got this upper deck over here and a little patch over here. We'll do some groupings, get this whole signal in. Dialing in the frequency here. Just dialing in the frequency here. Waiting for the gobbledygook to start sounding like words. Practitioners need to understand that when you are in your practice, you need to put up the blast shields over the next 9 months until the first of the year coming. If you are seeing this later on in a different time, or in a different dimension, this will be whatever your calendar year is coming up. You may be 3 months to the end of the year. You may be in a different year than when this was recorded, but this is what this is for you. If you're here with me now, then you will feel this for 2025. Oh, that's 2025 Terra Sol, Milky Way, but they wouldn't know that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting some tick here. I'm getting a physical tick. There's an irritation. There's a nervousness, some anxiety. I'm trying to make something has been put into play here that someone's nervous, but they can't do anything about. Waiting for it to unfold. It's like they've programmed something and hit the button, and once it starts playing, they can't stop. They can't make any alterations. Greed, materialism, financial instability, overindulgence with the King of Pentacles. There is some recovering from that. You'll have a chance to recover from that, but not without paying some kind of fine. Yeah. There was, you knew that you were leaning into it. I don't know what this is because this goes dishonesty, manipulation, but then honesty and facing consequences. So somebody tried to, they just went ahead and did it and hope nobody noticed kind of thing. It was inconsequential really until it wasn't. And then you're totally fine with going, yeah, okay, fine. I knew that might happen. there's blocked opportunities here because of that. It might not seem like much, but it did knock you out of play for something. You're not going to be by yourself. Oh no, this is upright. I started to see it the other way. It's going to cause you to have to spend some time out. Your fee is like getting sent to your room for a period of time. Oh shit, we're going to keep that open. What was that? No, it's dishonesty, manipulation. Why is it? It's almost completely flipped the other way. This is interesting. Okay, well, we'll leave it like that. So now we have the imbalance coming in with this greed. That's what it brings for us. The honesty and the fairness of consequences. What was at risk? Was your romantic partnership? There was some satisfaction that was brought in. So now we got to see what happened. Now we're seeing how people felt about it, what their intentions were. What's coming about this was when they were quite conscious about making this choice. And it was a pleasure. They made this choice because it felt like the right thing to do, or it felt good to do it. It felt good. Well, let me see, Pak. I don't know. Let's see. I feel it in my chakra. So I feel parts of my body that get triggered. And then I get thought forms also. This recovery and hope is about your financial stability. Facing financial insecurity and greed, your recovery and your hope and your healing is going to be, you're going to have to evaluate why you got into this. What emotional state were you trying to cope with? This loss and grief and disappointment and regret is immaterial. It's what caused you. This is only because you got caught. For you to grieve this consequence, this is like a tower moment for somebody. They're going to have to face something they didn't want to face. It's not some big tower revelation. They already know they didn't want to have to deal with this. This loss, this recovery basically is going to be a grieving process, and it's going to be one where you'll have help from a master in this. You're not going to be alone. You will have a guide. This blocked emotions, missed opportunities, and the emotional drain from this is giving that someone really had, this is your time out that you had to take. And it's going to come with an extreme and aggressive rooting out. You're going to be in the pit with this thing wrestling like a bastard. No offense to bastards. What about this solitude? This is all the drama of that. Like, because right off the bat, and it's like, where does this even fit in? You ask me how about this card, because I'm already in this, I'm already emotionally pulled into this drama, understanding everyone's spot. This thing is unfolded in front of me. I feel the emotional investments in something turning one way or the other. So when it doesn't, I'm trying to find a reason. So this isn't just the solitude, your hermit card sitting over here by itself. It is, this is all of the nightmare that unfolds in that battle with grief and loss and change. This is the tower moment. This is the battle of this tower moment for you. And it's going to lead you to a place where you have to do this alone. You'll have cooperation, but for you to have the true end of battle, to win over this thing that has been a problem, has resulted in a problem for you, it's going to require you to just like birth and death, you got to have to face this beast off alone. All right, we'll keep reading through these. Giving up, surrendering. Here's this imbalance and broken relationships. The walking away from the greed and materialism. This romantic charm, creativity that was so appealing because you had come into this facing your consequences so willingly. The charm has worn off, and people around you are realizing how responsible you were as a part of that lack of action, impulsiveness, recklessness. And this is partly what you were concerned about, that was going to lead you to being alone, as if they had seen all of this. But no, it's the other way around. They didn't see it until you got alone, and then had to like, you could not see it until you got alone and had to replay these things in your head and realize that you're the only one in the room. So the satisfaction of having been dishonest and manipulating and taking this risk, it led to failed partnerships in the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands, and a lack of confidence in you. So somebody's personal battle here. The recovery, the hope, the material loss was a result of indecision and a stalemate. Like if you got into this because you thought you could wait it out and prove a point, and it just created all of this inner turmoil. But look, right on top of the collaboration, the teamwork, the process of loss and grief, and feeling the beginnings of recovery, here we are. This is affirmation that this is the path for your recovery, is getting back into this teamwork to deal with this loss and grief and regret. Your choices and your imagination and like a whole new set of learning skills comes in during this extreme battle. And so you're able to do this move that elevates you. We all know that this is when you get elevated. It's when you get alone. Your departure. You can't go home after this, and that's part of why we cling to what we cling to. Because you know, if you do this, you can't go back to the way it was. You see what recovery does to these people. They can never go back to the way it was. They're awakened somehow to their grief. And once you get through that, you don't ever want to go back to a place that requires you to have to do that again. That's the discipline that keeps you from going back into what was killing you. Now we've turned in this greed and materialism into responsibility. We understand the value of hard work. Oh my God, I can't make this up. Let's see, that lack of action, the romance and charm, this was when we were still we were trying to negotiate with our battle. We were trying to come into compromise. Like when you're recovering from addiction, you start making deals with God. Just let me get through this. Let me like this, and I'll never drink again. Or, and you know that those are deathbed confessions that are not. There was still an impulse to try to control the outcome. That you could recover and still have your vice. You can't ever go back. You can't ever go back. That's emotional immaturity on this lack of progress. The lack of direction, the creative block. That's back here and rooted in the dishonesty and enjoying it. And there we see the impulsiveness and recklessness is getting in the way of this recovery here. Their hasty decisions, lack of direction. I see a backslide here. And the devil card coming in. Come on, people. Freedom, release, overcoming. I do see a win here. But what I see here also is an unfinished story. We have got still. It's like you know how to do this, but you're still battling. You know what you need to do. Those words were shouted to me from a woman passing in an SUV when I stepped outside of Atlanta State University right at 9/11. And my romantic relationship had just collapsed. And I think 9/11 had not yet happened. It was days from happening. And I had this look on me, and this woman, I was like 40 steps up on the plateau entry to the building, and she was passing by a black woman with a white turban in a white SUV, like a Tahoe or like a Bronco. And she looked up at me, and there was no one else driving by on the street. And she looked up at me and shouted, "You know what you have to do." Yeah, that was like, I'm remembering circumstances of everything that happened from the, but there's, yeah, you know what you have to do. And that is what you have to keep telling yourself. This is where the discipline comes in. Your choices and actions after you've reached recovery are going to keep being challenged. You already know what you have to do. One more card. What's on top here? The continued battle. The continued battle. Your choices every day. Your choices every day. You decide which side you want to be on. Hi, Henry Paul Brock. Nice to have you here. And Delanaz, nice you're here. Dewanda, Tracy Claire, Tracy La Riviere. Karen Onassis, I don't know if I give you a shout out there. It's wonderful to have all of you here. You look great. You smell amazing from here. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button and join the chat. Let me know where you're hailing from. Say hi. Give me some love here for Valentine's Day. It helps out the channel when you give me all those hearts, all the hypes, just all of the bells and whistles. Hit the notification button so you know when the next live pops up. I'm getting better and better at scheduling them ahead of time. Sweet love for everyone. Yes. LJK6XT. Hi, lovely to have you here. Oh, it's so nice to have all of you here and visiting on Valentine's Day, sharing your love and attention with me. We're going to get one more card here for this one. And this is what is covering, and it's out of view from the camera here, but we are resting from when we decided at first to be alone, to better ourselves, to elevate. And then we first, every time you make this loop, you elevate a little bit taller. Every challenge that comes to you, you keep moving forward. You do this process over and over and over, and you keep elevating and moving forward, building your skills, building your tools. What's our card for finishing this out? It's the Page of Wands. There's a lack of inspiration here, and that's to be expected. This is when discipline takes over. Discipline is the exercise of foregoing short-term pleasures for long-term gains. Hi, Jonathan Fox. Nice to have you here. It's worth it, folks. It's worth it to do the right thing. It's always worth it to do the right thing. It's always. We're going to get a couple of cards here. So we'll try to overlap, but we'll see what comes through. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of run out. Are you in? Run. There's a run on what somebody said about you, and you don't know why. Schooled, somebody got schooled. What's on my shoulder? Henry Paula Brock. This is the Waterloo resistance symbol of Americans who are resisting ICE and the illegal execution of innocent people in the street. This is the symbol of our resistance. I believe the Waterloo is part of Minneapolis is Minnesota. Minnesota is the state of 1,000 lakes, or 10,000 lakes. Let's see. Yes, it is generally right now for a lot of people the symbol of true democracy, true neighborly loving Christianity. just, we're not gonna take this. We're not going backwards like this. We're not here to hate each other, and we're certainly not here to murder each other in the street. Somebody's not taking that and not looking under your desk. So somebody's hair, this one keeps coming up. Her hair is long. They're not keeping secrets. Hi, Nusratali. No specific questions today, but I hope the vibe picks up on you for something. Someone has few ways and means. Somebody has few means to do something. They need more of their own. Yeah, there's something about running away from something, or not running. Specifically not running. Not wenting. Yeah, not wenting. This somebody wants you to sit still. Somebody wants you to sit still, sit upright, where you can be seen, not hiding under your desk. You don't need to know the answer. She can run fast, but she's not. If you want to live. This is giving like, come with me if you want to live. I'm instantly reminded of the scene in New York. I don't know, Minneapolis probably. That carload of trans people that picked up somebody that was like at a it was like the opposition. It was totally the opposition, and it was like the head of the opposition that would have totally hated on the trans people. And they saved him anyway. They knew who he was. Somebody lives with your parents. Somebody has a good family life, solid background. Living with, I got that, like you live in heart with your parents, not like you live in your parents' basement. Let's see. Yeah, somebody here is questioning your moral authority. How old are you? And what time is it? Like, how old are you? Do you even know what time it is? Are you paying attention? Who's paying attention to what you're doing? Why are you sad? What have you done? Someone's asking a few people what they've seen, what they've done. Trying to lock somebody up, but you're too smart for that. Hi, Cherry Chang. Cherry and Chang. Cherry Lynn. Oh, that's what it is. Takes me a minute on some of the names. Everybody's handles are so clever. Look, if you are new to the channel, hit that chat or hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat and let me know you're visiting. Many of you have asked how you make a contribution to the channel. And until the channel is matured through YouTube, because it's so very young but growing so very fast, I am accepting donations through the Venmo account at Angel Radio Tarot. And how do we get the channel to mature? By you subscribing and binge watching the channel. That's the big one right now, is how many hours the channel gets seen. And then hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. You'll be here with me for the next time I go live. And and then all the cartoon hypes, all the chats, every time you engage with a chat. Mirth Rose, hi, wonderful to have you here. Yes, big hearts. It's Valentine's Day, honey. Love me up. Love me up. Thank you so much. Mirth Rose, hang on and let's see what kind of energy comes through for you. Something also coming through that just, what I got here isn't fair. My house is up the street. Something isn't fair. Like, you live in the same place as somebody, but they don't treat you right, and you see them doing it. They see you all the time. They take a fucking picture. What are you looking at? I don't know who that was. Okay, we're back on shortwave radio here. We are scanning the wavelengths. we have gone from national, or we've gone from global, non-corporeal news of the spirit battles to bringing it back down to the tribe, and we are getting into some very specific short snips, answering some questions here. I think just like whatever you folks are vibing on, it's hitting with somebody. These things are coming out in little nuggets, For your general career life, well, hang on, Mirth Rose. Let's see what pops out. It might apply to you. Somebody said stop the music. Or, if you're in the music business, I'm getting some overlap. Of, hey, hold up. And getting into the music business, or already being in the music business, and your ears just perked up on something, or some attention just got perked up on a specific person or a sound. It's like, yeah, it was unexpected. They want you to think about what you're trying to do to me. Very who is there? Somebody wants to know. Oh my God, they are so very. Oh girl, get out of me. Show it. Somebody says I would, but no. They're tempted to look under the desk. You have got somebody lit the fuck up. They are very interested in you. Who could be interested in me? I live with my parents. Let's see what's going on. What is this? This is funny. Somebody wants to say something. They don't want you to run. Stay still for just a minute. Folks. We'll find out what this answer is. And I think, let's see. We are live. Yes, we are. If you're seeing this live anyway. Thank you, Jade. Thank you so much. Boy, what is this? Some just sit with their eyes closed, living what? As if what? Let's think of a game. Living as if everything's a joke. Where? Look where? Long? Someone's longing. Someone's looking at their feet because they're longing for you. They're bashful. That's why they want to. They have to make a game of it in their head, or they're just caught up in the swoon. They want to make a we of this. I can read. You totally see it. You know who this is. And all it would take is a smile, and it's bird in the cage. It's done deal. In the house. That's right. What is this? The cat is on the table. No, the cat is not on the table. That's why they want you to look under the desk. Somebody's being very funny, and they're trying to make a game out of this to break the ice. That's what it is. This is living. That's funny. What else we got here? Oh, what a wonderful couple of hours spending with you. This has been so delightful. I think we're coming to a close here. Look, I'm CC with Angel Radio Tarot. It has been a wonderful hour and 43 minutes with you. I'm going to guess we'll hit 144 right about the time we're done. What a crowd. 50 people in the room right now. Amazing. You are beautiful. It's been a beautiful Valentine's Day spending with you. I'm CC. Hit that notification bell so you can catch up with me the next time I'm up. And gosh, I can't wait to see you all again. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time. It seems we've stood and talked like this before.